Hi, and thank you for joining. My name is Laura, and today we have a class focused on yoga for psoas release. This is an all levels class, and there are no props required unless you choose to bring your own, which you're always welcome to do. And as we get started today, I offer just a gentle reminder that everything is your choice. You can skip, opt out, end early, add anything else, or do anything that would make this a more supportive and comforting class for you. So if you're ready to begin, I welcome you to join me as we start in a constructive rest pose, lying on our backs. And taking all the time you need to arrive today. And as we settle in here, I invite you to have a gentle bend in your knees, maybe soles of the feet flat to the mat, maybe lifting and lowering your tailbone so your low back is nice and flush with the mat. And as we settle in here, I invite you to bring a gentle awareness to the area of your psoas. This is a very internal muscle. It's often difficult to notice it as if we were to notice, say, our hamstrings. But as we rest here, this is a great way to awaken awareness. Maybe begin softening this area and resting here for a few moments. You might choose to continue to rest here, or maybe you reel in your right knee toward your chest. And if you're comfortable here, you can stay here, or maybe you extend your left leg out long, maybe a little bit of energy in your left leg, a little bit of flexing in your left foot. Maybe you explore ankle rotations of your right foot, or even moving your right leg side to side, massaging your hip crease. You can also grab your shin or under your thigh, whichever feels more comforting for your body. And as you're ready, we'll switch sides, bringing right sole of the foot to the mat, drawing in our left knee toward our chest, and either staying here, if this is enough, or maybe we extend our right leg out long, creating a nice open stretch on the right side of our leg. And you could also do this with your hips on top of a bolster. This will intensify the stretch a little bit. Releasing this side, left foot flat to the mat. And this time both feet come to the mat just so we can roll to one side. And come to a seat. Take all the time you need as we cross at our ankles. Come forward to a tabletop shape with wrists under shoulders, knees under hip points. You might choose to send your seat back here, or maybe you widen your knees as much as feels comfortable. Big toes to touch as we send our seat back. Arms forward, heart forward to the mat. For wide-legged child's pose, option to have a bend in your arms here, or rest your head on your hands. Or even rest a bolster under your chest, anything that brings you the most softness here. And as we rest here, you might bring a gentle awareness to the area of your hips. Maybe softening, even if it's just a little bit. Doing any kind of hip work with psoas work is beneficial, as our bodies aren't single entities, but everything is truly intertwined. I invite you to stay here as long as you like. Or maybe we bring ourselves back up by gently pressing our palms to the mat, walking them toward our body, and coming forward back to our tabletop shape, wrists under shoulders, knees under hip points. And your toes can either be curled under or flat to the mat. And your hands, if you notice a little bit of upper body tension, you might explore widening your hands on your mat as well. If you're ready, a few rounds of cat-cow here. So on your inhale, I welcome you to broaden your chest, lift your gaze. And exhale, rounding through, navel to spine. Maybe gazing in between your knees. And inhale, back to center. Heart comes forward. Exhale, round. Maybe rounding even in your low back. And a few more here at your own pace. Pressing into your knuckles. If your wrists are uncomfortable here, you can always roll a blanket underneath them, as well as put a blanket underneath your knees. Taking your time, there's no rush here. And last one, option to continue if you like. And when you find a neutral spine, I welcome you to bring your right foot in between your hands, front knee over front ankle, pressing into your entire foot here for a low lunge. And if you're more comfortable on blocks, I definitely am in low lunge. This can support just better breathing, deeper breathing. Otherwise, we can rest here. Option to have your back knee lifted or lowered, whatever feels better for you. Softening, allowing gravity to soften your hips, soften your psoas. And if you like, you might choose to plant your left hand down on the mat, right hand lifts up either overhead, or you could also bring it to your hip or behind you for a bind, reaching for your left hip. Moving into available space. And gently unwinding, planting our hands. This time curling our back toes under to lift our back knee. And you might want to bring your toes in just a little bit. An option to leave your heel lifted or bring your foot to a 45-degree angle as we gently fold over our front leg for a hamstring stretch. If this is a little too intense, you can also come back down and fold forward over your front leg. Connecting with your breath, finding the version that's speaking to you today. Seeing if both hip points can shine evenly forward to the front of our mat. And if you're in this pyramid shape with me, I welcome you to bring your back leg behind. So we're back in low lunge. Dropping our back knee and bringing right leg back to left tabletop. Maybe finding some gentle intuitive movement here or hip circles. And there's no right way or wrong way to find intuitive movement. And as you're ready, we'll repeat that same sequence on the other side. So in your time, bringing left leg, left foot in between your hands. Pressing into your front foot. And finding your comfort in this shape. An option to stay here, or maybe you plant your right hand down. You could also place it on a block as we lift our left arm either up overhead or to our hip. Anywhere that's speaking to you. And back to center, framing our foot with our hands and curling our back toes under, and either going into our half splits like earlier, if that worked for you on the other side, or bringing our back foot in a few inches, setting our heel down, shining our hips forward, pressing into both feet evenly as we find a bend. And this leg doesn't need to be straight. It can be bent as much as you need. There's nothing we're trying to prove. It's more about listening and seeing what our bodies are asking of us. In your time, I welcome you to bring your back foot back to where it was if you're in this pyramid shape with me before lowering our knee down and stepping your left foot back to meet the right. And again, maybe taking some hip bumps or other movements that feel nice to you, maybe curling your toes under for a foot stretch. And as you're ready, I welcome you to cross at your ankles so we can come to a seat. Sending our legs out long and slowly, gently in your time, coming onto our back. And once you arrive, you might choose to bring the soles of your feet together. Knees resting open, you might place blocks under your knees here. And your heels can be as close or far away from your body as feels comfortable. And hands resting wherever that brings the most softness to your upper body. As you're ready, I welcome you to maybe bring your hands under your knees so we can press them back to center. And leaving our left foot and left knee in this bent shape, I welcome you to bring your right ankle over your left knee. You can either stay here as it is, maybe imagining pressing your right knee away, or you can grab behind your left thigh or over your left shin. Maybe some energy in both of your feet. You can also place a block under your head here. And slowly release our left foot back down, allowing our right foot to join our left. And I invite you to bump your hips gently to the right side of your mat before allowing your knees to fall to the left. Gentle twist in our left body, and you can either place your left hand on your knees or both arms out to the side. Right arm can go wherever is comfortable. Maybe that's cactus arm, or even closer to your body. You can gaze anywhere that brings your neck the most comfort. Gently we'll return to center, maybe using your left hand to guide your knees up, realigning our body so it's center on the mat, and repeating those gentle movements on the other side. So this time, right foot anchors into the mat, left ankle over right knee, and finding your version of this on the other side. And as you're ready, we can bring our left foot back down. This time slightly moving our hips to the left, knees rest to the right. And just a different option here, you can also have your right leg, your bottom leg extended out. This will intensify the stretch. But it's just another option. And finding the most comfortable version of this twist on this side. Coming back to center and recentering ourselves on our mat once we arrive. You might choose here to hug your knees into your chest, maybe rocking side to side, massaging your back body. Or for this next minute or so, I invite you to find any other poses that maybe you're craving, or just to take a moment of rest as we close our class. Wherever you are, I welcome you to roll to one side, whichever one you prefer. Of course, you can pause and continue to find intuitive movement or another pose you're craving. You You might choose, if you're joining me, to either rest your head on your arm or on a pillow, offering a few more moments of rest. I invite you to stay here as long as you like, or maybe you gently prop yourself up to a seat of your choosing, taking your time, and resting your hands anywhere you like. Taking this moment to send yourself thanks and kindness for showing up to your mat today, for self-care, and for attending to your body and nervous system. If your eyes are closed, I welcome you to slowly bat them open if they are open, coming back to the room and space around you. Thank you for doing this class with me. Hopefully you're able to release your psoas, find some more available space in your body. I hope to practice with you again soon, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. From my vulnerable heart to yours, take care.